times, let it bang. Serenade round of applauders, center of attraction like a Hoya.
All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Thursday evening. Another preseason edition of Knicks Fan TV's post-game live. CP the Franchise, Al Trataros on the other side. The Knicks remain undefeated in this preseason campaign, man, led by the heroics of the third unit. Tyler, the creator, Porty, Tosan, Trey Jemison, and the gang getting the team the victory after the Knicks first unit put up a breakfast against the Timberwolves, man. So, for those of you that were diehard and delusional, tonight was your night. Because not only did the Knicks get a win, but you got bonus basketball in the preseason, man. So lock in. Let's talk about it, overreact to it. Hit us up on the KFTV Discord. We got the Giants and the Eagles wrapping up Thursday Night Football. Giants trying to get the victory as well, man. So let's talk about it. Let's have some fun with it. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. We in here. Let's go. All right, Al. How hyped were you to get overtime hoops tonight?
Oh, so hyped, man. You know, preseason basketball, we get to watch the third unit, get a little bit more run. You know, we got to be a little bit excited for this, man. Can Tyler Kolek make this team? Are they going to trade him so that way they open up space for Landry Shamet, you know, Malcolm Brogdon? Who's moving out here, man? People got to compete. Come on, man. We got tryouts here. We got big aspirations for this season, so we need that overtime preseason game. I know you were excited.
Oh, I was hyped. I mean, look, I got two screens in front of me, so I'm going left and right. I'm panning left and right because I got the Giants. Who knew that after halftime the Giants would keep us watching this game, and they just get a pick six to the house. Here we go, Cordell Flott. No, it wasn't to the house. He was out of bounds. But anyway, they get a takeaway. I mean, it's bizarre what's going on right now in this game. So, you know, to get bonus basketball plus good football, it's a good night for us right now.
Hey, man, it's a good night. You know, the Yankees couldn't do anything yesterday. They decided to, like, wash away whatever they did for Game 3 and game. I don't want to talk about it. I was having a conversation with my boy at work today, talking about how I'm watching baseball, and I miss where you could have defensive shifts. Guys were actually batting for average. Going on a little tangent before we get into this Knicks preseason basketball. Bro, in 2009, there were about 42 guys that hit 300 or greater. Yeah. You know, we only had 7 this season who hit over 300 in baseball. The sport's. Yeah, I can't even talk about it, man.
Good.
Can't even talk about it.
Because we don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about the Knicks, man. Give me your thoughts on this preseason game tonight, man. The key takeaway here, man.
Looked like the first unit did not want to play tonight. That's the biggest takeaway. And look, I get it. You just traveled back from Abu Dhabi. Josh Hart's injured. You want to save your legs for what really matters most, which is the regular season. But as we have here, shout out to Christian Winfield. You know, Mike Brown, I'm just going to go off this. Mike Brown says the Knicks played this entire game without a single play call, just reading the opponent and reacting accordingly. Says he wants the team to learn to play off of instinct before they begin running sets. And so I get that it's a preseason game. There were moments where they were trying to, like, create their own shot. I thought they could do a little bit better, man, because look, you're implementing a new system. I know it's preseason, but time's a ticking, man. I mean, I know it's an 82-game regular season, but you kind of want to get there. So I was hoping that they would be a little bit more crisp in this one, especially going against a team that also went to the conference finals in the West, right? So a little bit more competitive than going against the 76ers, but would like to see a little bit more from the starting unit. What'd you think?
Yeah, definitely would have loved to see more from the starting unit. I mean, you know, welcome home to the team. They certainly didn't get the home bounce from the rims. So, you know, you saw some rust there, their first game at the Garden. And even though, I mean, one of the key takeaways from this one was that the Knicks shot 57 threes in this game. 57 three-pointer shot in this game. And look, watching the game and looking at how things flowed, I didn't necessarily think they were bad threes. I just think by and large, both teams were bricking from three. I mean, the Knicks in the entire preseason have been off from three. They shoot 26 from three tonight. Timberwolves were better. They did finish shooting 40, but I don't think it was all that much better when their starters were in. But overall, I think the Knicks, got some quality looks there. They just weren't knocking them down. On a good night, you get half of those down, you're blowing the team out of the water. So I'm not too concerned there. I want to see them getting near that 40 attempt mark. You're going to have to compete with the Clevelands, the OKCs, hey, even the Pacers at times. Like, you're going to have to get your 3-point mark up there if you're really going to be able to compete. So I wasn't too worried about that. On the positive, I think Mikal Bridges has looked the best in this preseason of all Knicks, to be honest with you. I think on both ends of the floor, Mikal Bridges has been solid, man. 15 points tonight for Bridges, 6 of 12 from the field. I feel like you could see offensively where he's just more comfortable. I think it could be a chemistry thing, just getting the first-year jitters out of the way. He just seems more locked in. He seems more comfortable. Mike Brown has been speaking highly of him this entire training camp and preseason. Defensively, he talked about wanting to move Mikal Bridges around on the court. We've been seeing that. We're seeing the three-pointers look good. They're getting him out in transition. He's attacking the basket.
Yes. Had some good layups, man.
Had some good layups. It's a new Mikal Bridges out there tonight.
Hey, what was it? I think it was I don't remember what was it. I think it was an inbound play. He just comes flying down the lane, gets a nice layup off the backboard. I'm like, all right. He's been doing a lot more of that the last 3 games. And so I think to your point, yeah, he's getting more comfortable. I mean, we saw it during Summer League. He was there right next to Coach Brown, trying to create that familiarity, that camaraderie that's needed in order to succeed, right? Everyone's got to be bought in. And I think, we know the frustration that he had last season, playing a lot of minutes, not being utilized probably the way that he wanted to first year with the Knicks under Tom Thibodeau. And what we're seeing right now is Mike Brown being creative to make sure that he gets looks, he gets time, he gets opportunities to initiate the offense, being a little bit more than just a 3-and-D type of guy. Like, he was essentially a high-end 3-and-D type of guy last season with a midi, right? When things broke down, he would get the opportunities to go do something for himself. And what we're seeing right now is that there's going to be a lot more cutting, a lot more ball movement, a lot more easier shots that are trying to be generated. Obviously, tonight was a big emphasis on creating paint touches, which is another thing. Shout out to Chris Persianen, who talks about Mike Brown saying, hey, he's looking for guys to get 2 feet in the paint and then spray. And they said, according to Chris right here, it says, Mike Brown, this is what Mike Brown said. We always tell our guys to play off of 2 feet, play off of 2 feet. When they hit that paint, play the spray game. We end up with 23 sprays for the game, which is pretty good. We didn't shoot it well, but that's okay. We went through tough stretches where we I don't have the rest right here. I got to open it up because I'm reading through Slack.
Where we took great shots.
We took great shots. Thank you.
Yep.
CP.
Yep.
That's teamwork right there. That's teamwork. See?
Yeah, absolutely.
Couldn't find it. CP got me.
I got it up, and I'm about to put it up for the good people in the chat. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. We got it up right here. We tell our guys to play off of 2 feet, and when they hit the paint, play the spray game. We ended up with 23 sprays for the game, which is pretty good. We didn't shoot the ball well, but that's okay. We went through stretches where we took great shots. So yeah, I definitely saw that. I agree with Coach there. I'm not mad at the missed shots. What you want to see is how they generate those looks, and I thought by and large it was pretty decent. From the starters, Cat looked a little bit out of sorts, but again, not really too worried about that. The Clarkson experiment is going to take some getting used to, but like I said,
bro. But you got to admit, though, he's got some good vision. Like when he wants to find somebody, he's got a good vision.
Yes, and you said the key word, when he wants to. So you know that it's going to be a internal struggle all year long because you're going to want to see him anticipate and see that pass that you see on the TV, but it ain't always gonna be that glorious. It ain't gonna be all that glamorous.
It's not, man. It's gonna be the another J.R. Smith type of experiment.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna be, and I understand what's gonna be more frustrating, especially when you got Deuce out there, you got Yabusele out there, and those guys, you see it. Those guys are ready to share the rock, find the right space. That's not what Clarkson can do that. But his thing is, get me the rock. I'll go get this tough shot. How about, I forget who, I think it might have been against Rudy Gobert. He has this like tough flip shot in the paint. And you're like, hey, like that's what he's brought in here to do. And so it's going to be a tough balance for him, man, where it's, you're going to have the green light because you are Jordan Clarkson. That's what you're known for doing. But how do we keep guys, how do we rein him in to make sure that he's part of the system where you watch everybody else, man, drive, kick, move the rock, make sure that he's involved with that, but not take him away from what he's capable of doing. It's going to be a delicate balance, man. I'm very curious to see how Mike Brown does that because we know what happened with Malik Monk out in Sacramento. He got him to be sixth man of the year. Can he do that? Can he, bring that wisdom and just get Jordan Clarkson on that path?
Yeah, it's going to be left to be seen, man. Very interesting. So that was Mike Brown. Mikal Bridges, good game. Mitchie defensively, solid. He got the best of Gobert. Was a pest out there, and I just love seeing sequences where it's like OG harassing a guy, and the guy desperately shakes OG, and then he's got to deal with Mitchie at the rim. Hey, it's going to be tough on opposing offenses, man. They're going to make it tough.
You could say it was Randall, man. We all saw it. Rand got past OG, and then next thing you see Mitch right there. He's like, snap, man. This guy.
Yeah. Mitchie was not having it. So I thought Mitchie was in regular season form, so much so he didn't even play in the second half. They started the second half with the starting four with Yabusele taking Mitchell Robinson's place. So going to be a little bit interesting there. Yabusele, he's another one who it's going to take some time to figure out how to best get him utilized. But I think it's going to be on those guards. It's going to be on Deuce and Clarkson because those are going to be the first two guards off the bench. It's going to be interesting to see, can they get him good quality looks, either in the pick and pop scenarios, pick and roll scenarios, and when he gets them, because he's not going to be getting the ball all that much, can he be efficient with his touches? I'm going to be interested to see that with Yabusele this year.
Absolutely. And look, with this up-tempo pace that Mike Brown is looking to implement, you should be creating more possessions. So you should be creating more opportunities for teammates to get a look with the rock in their hands, right? So it's everyone buying in, making sure that when you get past half court with like 20 some odd seconds to go, maybe a high teens, right? And just keep moving the rock around until you find that better shot. And for Yabu, man, like this is the problem with having a deep team, right? You got to make sure everyone's involved because once again, it comes back to that delicate balance. Let's just even talk about Mitch, like in the seasons past, right? Yeah. Where he talks about wanting to be involved in the offense and not just being, a defensive guy, right? You're seeing that this season where early on in games, he'll set a screen, run to the rim. Guys are looking for him while he's just diving the lane, right? You gotta have to be doing the same thing for Yabu as well. But that's going to be, once again, guys just figuring out how to keep that balance, man. It's going to be tough. And look, this is what Mike Brown's talking about. This is why he wanted to see, can guys just, no plays called tonight, can guys just get into the paint, spray it out to three. Once you start implementing sets, right, you're going to have to honor those sets and understand the counters that come with it when people are defending them at a high level. So there's a lot to master for this new offense that Mike Brown wants to implement. For
sure. And I think that was something that needed to be kind of cleared up with fans in terms of the Brown and the Tibbs situation. In the preseason, in the offseason when Brown got hired, and a lot of the guys we spoke to, a lot of the people hinted at the fact that Brown does run a read and react style offense, right? And believe it or not, so do a lot of teams in the NBA. You know what I mean? So sometimes I think we get a little bit I think we mischaracterized Tibbs in terms of, oh, his offense is outdated, it's outdated. No, a lot of teams run that now. They do run different sets, and you can say that maybe Tibbs' sets weren't always the best in terms of maximizing the roster potential. But by and large, when he says the game tells you what to do, guess what? That's what Mike Brown was trying to get these guys to see tonight. So it ain't too far. Now, again, in certain situations, would he get a little isolation heavy Tibbs versus
We saw it tonight.
What versus Mike Brown? What Mike Brown might do? Well, that's the hope. That's the hope. But this is a read and react style offense. This will be a read and react style offense. So get used to it.
And look, bro, like we saw that tonight too. Like it was in the second quarter where, shots weren't falling, guys looking for answers. I mean, even in the first quarter, right? We saw guys just chucking shots and not really creating good looks for anybody. But in that second quarter, we start to see Jalen Brunson just take control and be who he is. And it's like, oh, this is a familiar place. I've seen this before. And you're gonna have to expect that. There's like not every play is going to work and create easy shots. And when you're playing a team, and look, like I said, the Timberwolves are also a team that made it to the conference finals in their conference, right? Like Knicks made it to the ECF, Timberwolves made it to the WCF. And so these two teams are essentially the same caliber when it comes to like talent, expectations, all of those things, right? And so even if you have all these design plays, all these sets that you want to run, it's not all going to work out and be perfect, right? So when things get muddy, what's going to happen? Who's going to be able to create shots? And I'm expecting to see nights where you're going to have Brunson, right? But the goal is, what the goal should be for this team, though, if you brought in Mike Brown, you should be able to get some more sets and better looks and not have that like slugfest that we saw throughout the postseason, right? Isn't that what you're expecting?
Yeah, that is the hope, and I think that's the hope from this team and from this organization. So we'll see. But they did remain undefeated tonight. I thought both teams defended the ball fairly well. Minnesota's coming in with a good defense already. But I thought by and large, a lot of what made this game such a slog, especially in the first half, I thought both defenses were playing pretty well and intense in this game.
My man, the Knicks only had 38 points in the first half?
Yeah, right.
So
100%.
Look, and that's a good thing to see from even the Knicks, right? Because you do want to see that defensive presence take a step up after being a middling defense last season. Both sides of the ball are going to be important, man, especially when you talk about postseason basketball. Got to fine-tune that defense. I liked it from that aspect, but there's more to go, man. There's more to go, not only from a preseason aspect, just offensively, like what will this fine-tuned team look like? That's what I'm curious. How will everyone be utilized to maximize everyone's potential?
And there it is. Let's get to the phones, man. STG Nick, STG on the Discord. Getting on mute your mic, STG.
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
Good, man. Were you in the building tonight?
I was in the building. Yeah, it was great to be back in there and to see the guys. But can we qualify this? Does this qualify as it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty? Because
well, you know what? We got to give credit to the 3-guard unit of Brogdon, Clarkson, and Deuce, along with Dadier, and they had Gershon or Dadier and Hakporti, the French connection, for getting the team back on track, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I thought those guys, especially late third, early fourth, is kind of when they took the charge there. And I give it to the Garden Faithful because they were cheering when Garrison Matthews and Tyler Kolek hit the go-ahead three to make it 90-88. They were still into it, which is good to see. But one thing that I definitely was interested was the rotations, because I liked what I saw in the limited minutes from Malcolm Brogdon, and he was basically playing with 4 other guys that are probably not going to make the team.
Yeah.
And he didn't play at all in the first half. I thought Shamet was good, but I like what I see from Brogdon. So I don't know what they're going to do there in terms of the rotation. And then also Jordan Clarkson is it's an experience. The first shot he took was a pull-up 3, and I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's some nice baskets. My favorite play of the game, though, was the captain setting the tone with the he dove for the ball,
Yes, he did.
and then he gave it to OG, and then the lob to Yabusele. So you always like seeing that from your leader in the first game back in preseason.
Yeah.
Definitely sets the tone there.
And that was on Mikal Bridges, and Mike Brown talked about Mikal Bridges' ability as a chaser off of screens, and he never really gives up on a play, and you kind of saw that as a classic example, and he ends up with the assist, Brunson with the hockey assist over to Yabusele for the alley-oop. It's nice.
Definitely. And also, speaking of Mikal, I mean, in person, the jumper looks better. I mean, he's getting more lift on it, and it's a quicker release than it was last year. Definitely something I noticed as well.
Yeah, there you go, man. Will you be at open practice on Saturday, man? Will you be there?
Yep, I'll be there. What section are you? Or I'll meet you.
I'm 106.
All right, perfect. That's behind the road bench. All right, got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. See you there.
Man. All right, see you there, man. STG. Good to hear from you, man. STG on the check-in. Yeah, Al, that was a doozy of a lineup, man. That got us into overtime. You had Kolick. You had first it was Brogdon, Deuce, Clarkson, Dadier, and either Yabusele or Hukporti that kind of set the tone. Mm-hmm. Then they handed the baton over to Kolick. You had Tosan. I'm a Tosan fan, man. I'm a Tosan guy. He's a scrapper. You had Gary Bird was out there.
Gary Bird.
Dadier and Hukporti. Gary Bird was out there torching the Nets, man. I wish we had room for him, man. I like Garrison Matthews, man.
Who knows? Who knows, man?
Yeah.
Look, you never know what happens. Look, Shamet started the season, came back later on after suffering injury. You never know, man.
Yeah.
But the team's deep. Like this is. You can't have everybody, man. You can't have everybody on this roster.
Can't have it all, man. I'm being greedy. I know. I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy, man.
All right, man. Like, be happy. Like, we got. This is great problems to have. Malcolm Brogdon. We're wondering how Malcolm Brogdon's going to get minutes, man.
Yeah. Fantastic problems to have. You know who's a problem tonight, Al? Cam Wham Scatterboo. Boy's a problem.
Scatterboo's a crazy name.
Yeah. Nah, I like how him and Dart, after last week, man, they were so bad and they took it upon themselves, man. This will be an impressive win if they can hold off. Very impressive. Best win of the season for sure.
Well, at least one New York football team. I'm not counting the Bills after they supported the Blue Jays, man. You guys are out of here. All right.
Oh, Bills fans are supporting the Blue Jays for real?
Did you not see Bill's social, what they did?
Damn, what happened, bro? What happened?
Bro, it is before game 1 of the ALDS, the Buffalo Bills social team tweeted out an endorsement to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, my goodness. That is blasphemy, man.
What?
What?
You are in the same state as the New York Yankees.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
And then you have people in the comments saying, oh, well, Toronto's not that far. Bro, I don't care if they got a AAA team in Buffalo.
Nah, you can't do that.
They're a New York team, man. You are in New York.
You can't do that, man.
Buffalo, you are now exiled. I'm sorry. You are now exiled after giving that support. I don't care what y'all got to say.
You can't do that, man. No way.
But back to my point. At least at least the Giants are doing something because the Jets are.
Yeah, the Jets are the Jets, man. It's all right, man. It's all right. Let me shout out the super chat that is coming. The Jets are the Jets, man. Shout out to Lord Steven Stone, franchise channel member for 21 months, Al. So the bench is looking good. They were the heroes of the game. Wonder who's going to get the last contract. I think it will be Brogdon and Shaman. I think they will get it. Who gets traded? Maybe it's Dadier. Maybe Dadier gets traded, or maybe Skolic. One of those guys.
Has either one of them shown you a lot that would increase, like between Dadier or Kolick? Does any?
No, not really. Not really.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, I know it's not much you're gonna get in return. Just what team is going to help the Knicks do that?
Exactly. I'm not so sure, man.
Are you trading a second rounder to move off of them? Like, is that what you're doing in this case?
Kolek, I mean, if you're going to tell me that you picked Dottie in the first round last year and you got to pay a second rounder just to trade him, that's not good. That's not good. So maybe you want to tell me you got to do that for Kolek because you got to sweeten the pot. I can believe that. I can dig that. But if you're going to tell me you got to do that for Dottie, that'd be a bad look.
I just don't see I feel like the Kolek thing. I feel like that's more likely than someone trading for Dottier because then as you just pointed out, how does that look on your organization to say we're going to take this guy as a first rounder and now we're pairing him with another pick,
right?
Like you gotta do something for these teams to help you out, right? And it's like even when you're dumping a salary, right? You usually attach a first round pick depending on how much money that player's worth. In this case, we're talking about a minimal contract between either one of them. But to me, it just feels like Kolek is the odd man out in this case because you got Brogdon, Clarkson, McBride, all those guys. We've been seeing it. They're all out there. It's by committee that these guys are creating offense. You're just going to keep Kolek on the team and then put him down in the G League? I just feel like he's going to be moved, man, at this point. He just feels like the odd man out, and especially after a poor outing in the Summer League, man. And I feel like with how this team is set up, who you drafting that's going to get – I know they have hired all these guys. They even hired somebody today to add to their player development side, right? But when are they going to get that opportunity to develop when you're not going to get that much playing time with the roster that we have?
It's fair. That is fair. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. This is KFTV Post Game Live. We want to once again salute to our loyal franchise channel members. Salute to you guys, wherever you guys are watching from around the world. I see our guy Bobby Elliott on the check-in. Salute to Bobby for sure. Just a quick announcement. Tomorrow, the tradition unlike any other, man. CP the franchise, Alan Hahn coming through for our annual 25-26 season preview show. Early start time tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. So if you want to talk to Alan Hahn, if you want to talk to Han Solo, call us up in the KFTV Discord. You could talk to him directly. The only podcast with live callers from the Knicks fan faithful from around the world. All right, so tap in Friday, 11:30 a.m. Han Solo coming through for the annual 25-26 preview show. Okay. All right.
Make sure to tap in, man. Yeah. I'm always tapped into that show. It's a great show.
Always tapped into that show. So that was one announcement, Al. Another one, the season is coming up. We got a busy schedule, man, with the Cavs on the 22nd, the Celtics on October 24th, and then we hit South Beach. The annual meetup, Knicks fan meetup, man, in South Beach. Knicks versus Miami Heat. The fans are asking for it. When are we going to do it? And it is official, man. Black Market Bayside, our home base. That's becoming headquarters for us there in the 305 in MSG South. The pregame meetup Sunday, October 26th, Black Market Bayside. Get there early. You guys, some of you guys that have been coming out to meet us there over the years, no, we packed the whole place out. We shut the whole place down, but you got to get there early, especially if you want a seat. If you're coming with your family, get there early. I would suggest getting there at 2 o'clock. Game starts at 6. I would suggest getting there at 2 o'clock. We will be there. We'll watch some football. We'll watch Giants and Eagles, the rematch, and then we'll head over to the arena to watch the Knicks take on the Miami Heat. All right, Sunday the 26th, 2 p.m., Black Market, Bayside. Go to kftvmeetup.com to secure your RSVP and make sure that you guys get there early. Get there early. Definitely suggested. Okay. All right.
Shout out to my guy Dave the Goliath on Twitter, man. Went to high school with him. I know he says he's gonna be showing up, man. He's gonna be showing up to
Dave was asking. Dave was definitely asking. So I'm sure Dave will be there. I'm sure Stephen Gomez will be there. A lot of people have been saying that they want to meet us down there. So there is the information, and we'll put that back out there as the time gets closer. All right, let's get to the Discord. Michael White. Let's go to Ohio. Michael White, how you feeling, man?
I feel pretty good.
Good to hear from you, man.
Well, I'm happy about my team this year. We're going to win the championship. First of all, Kolek G League. He has to be the backup center. And everything else looks like it's going to fall in place.
Yeah.
I like what we're doing. As far as what Mike Brown was trying to tell those knuckleheads, it's going to take them a while. We're not going to get good for the first month. We're going to be breaking even. Then we're going to get really good. They have to learn. He wants them to run to the corners when Mitch gets rebounds. Then we get easy buckets.
Yeah. Well, what'd you think about
we don't
Bogdan
have to
tonight,
worry
man?
as much about.
I thought Mitch looked good tonight, man. What'd you think, man?
I thought they looked good, and it is a little bit of adjustment. But, I think Jalen can do it. I mean, Jalen making an adjustment. We're not asking him to go one-on-one unless he's trying to score.
Mm-hmm. Definitely
just going for the score. But I like everything I love the fact that G does not have to play power forward. Man, if OG should be playing the Obi game. If every time Mitch gets a rebound, he needs to be flashing. Him or Bridges. Easy buckets.
Transition, easy buckets. Easy buckets.
That's right. We're going to get all the rebounds. It's easy to figure out.
Yes, sir.
We're winning the championship this year.
Say that again. Say that again, sir.
We are winning a championship this year. This is our year.
Let's go. Michael White, ladies and gentlemen. He's putting it all on the line. Rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Our guy Michael White said the time is now.
You can hear that he's got a little bit more chipper in his voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's now, man.
There we go, man. All right,
Alex, it's now.
Time is now. Michael White. Salute to you, man.
I'll see you come to Dallas. When
Dallas?
we play, the Knicks
I thought you were in Ohio, man. What, you moving around? What are you doing, man?
No, I actually live in Frisco, Texas.
Oh, I thought. What did I get Ohio from?
That's a suburb. I'm from Ohio.
Okay, got you. Okay,
but I've been in Dallas really the majority of my life now.
Okay.
And now I'm in Frisco, but I've been the north part of Dallas. But when the Knicks play the Mavericks, come down. I'll show you what this pimping is all about.
Okay. All right, man. OG, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm a retired one now.
There we go. All right, Michael White, man. Michael White says he's out in Frisco, Texas. He's, sipping on a Colt 45.
Colt 45.
He said he's an old player from the Himalayas.
What happened to the oldie?
When you get older, you gotta take it easy, man. You gotta start transitioning. The Colt 45 is a little bit safer. That old English was that was for the pros. That's when you're in your prime. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. Edward 40 hands, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That old English is St. Ides. Make your liver quiver, man. Those are some days, man.
He probably, Michael White's probably breaking out the good stuff now because there's no Tom Thibodeau. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You can see, you can hear the hype in his voice, man. You can hear how he's excited. He's ready for the season. Right. Guys are moving at a faster pace. There's gonna be a more up tempo offense.
Hype. Yeah, he's hype.
Oh, I know, man. This man's probably drinking some Colt 45 in his bathtub.
If you were a 40-ounce drinker back in the day, throw your drink of choice in the chat. If you were a 40-ounce drinker back in the day, if you are currently one, there is help for you. There is help for you, man. We got another super chat in here. Shout out to our guy, Al. Shout out to our guy, Jake Asman, in the building. The Jake Asman Show, ESPN Radio. You can find him everywhere, man. Talking New York sports, talking JETS, Jet Life. That's our guy, man.
Bro, he's been helping me get through therapy at this point watching this team.
Shout out to
Lord.
Jake. Shout out
if
to
you're
Jake.
a Jets fan and you're not tuning into Jake, I don't know what you're doing, man. Make sure to go tap into his shows. The ass man, as they call him.
Yeah. But Jake's super chat says the boys are back. Boys are back, baby.
We are back.
I don't know if he was talking about the Giants. He's talking about the Knicks. I don't know. Or is he talking about us? I don't know.
I think he's talking about us and the Knicks.
Okay, all right. Everybody in the chat is throwing their malt liquor of choice in the chat.
Colt 45 with fruit punch.
Oh my God, that man
Johnson, what are you doing?
That man is living dangerously. Good
Holy
Lord.
cow.
Good Lord. But it looks like old English.
The oldie is in there, man. People are liking the oldie. I'm with you, people. I'm with all you.
Old English, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, that's that. You know, when you're out there in Albany, that's what you got.
Yeah. Old English. Okay. Yeah, I was an old English guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely rock with that in the DMV area.
Hey,
I'm sure you dabbled.
Oh, it was way before that. We start very early here in Long Island.
Oh man.
Hey, it's 11:20. Hopefully the kids are in bed. Yeah, we start very early out here. You said college. No, nobody.
I knew Long Island was different, man.
Very
But
different.
that is different.
Yeah, very, very different, man.
Going to the beach, hanging out.
Yeah, our extracurriculars.
Dead of winter.
It was very extra. It was very extra. Oh, Four Loko, that was past my day. I was already maturing by that time.
That was gasoline.
Yeah,
I don't even. Whatever they put in that, man.
That was your speed. That was your days, wasn't it?
Hey, man, I won't talk about the flavors, all right? Watermelon was kicking, but hey, that was dangerous.
There we go. Yeah, you wasn't really volunteering the information on the 40s, but when the Four Loko convo came up, you raised your hand quick. I know that was your speed, man. Hey, man.
Look, we all were there at some point, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, Albany is a dangerous place.
Definitely. Yeah, man. All right. Let's load some more people up. It's preseason episode of the show, preseason edition of the show, man. This is what we do. We go off the rails early on the preseason blowouts, things of that nature. We open mic. It's open mic night, man. You guys call in. You
open mic.
Whatever you want to talk about, you talk about, man.
Where's haiku, homie? We need a haiku at this.
Yeah, we need a haiku. All right, here we go. Who else we want to get in here? Let's go to LA. Let's go to the West Coast. Zach in LA. Zach, how you feeling? Zach, are you there, sir? Hello? What happened to Zach, man? We lost Zach? Okay. We'll drop Zach off. And okay, Zach, we see you trying to get the mute button going. All right, so we'll drop you off and jump back in. Let's get to Christian P. How you feeling?
See me okay?
Loud and clear. How you doing, sir?
Christian P. from Indianapolis, unfortunately.
Yep. Holding us down, man. You holding us down out there, man.
Yeah, I was hiding in the bunker for a few months, but now I'm out.
Okay.
Season's restarting. These preseason games, they don't tell much, but they give a hint. I saw some really, really good instances were on the defensive end where they were rotating. I really liked it a lot. I think there was a lot of effort. But that's the thing with the new rotations is you can't play certain players for extended periods of time. And I'm really interested to see how you get people like Cat, like Brunson, to get some rest in between those. I know Clyde on the cast, he was talking about how they all look slim. He took a lot of opportunities to talk about how Cat looks slimmer, Brunson looks
Yeah,
slimmer,
Mitch.
and you can't. And Mitch, especially Mitch, and maybe you can't tell from the eye test, but from the energy test, you can definitely see it. And so I'm really excited to see how the improvements on defense, hopefully, and how the new scheme might play more towards their favor, but also how the rotations will keep them fresh. Because we saw how the Indiana series, like they just rotate guys out
Yeah,
constantly
and put relentless pressure on you, man.
Right, and that's what I want to see. It's like, yeah, we might not get 8 minutes of a certain person or like 12 minutes of OG, but like we get them in for that relentless pressure. We sub them out with someone else from the bench, and that's where I'm really looking towards the bench. It's like we need that relief and also to give that same exact pressure. So I don't mind if people like Clarkson chuck shots, but you also got to give the same effort on defense. So I think Mike Brown has to motivate these people. I think he also has to figure out those minutes where you get some guys some rest in between. But I liked what I saw, though, for the most part. I mean, shots weren't hitting, but that's just preseason at the end of the day. So.
I agree with you, man. I thought their defense was pretty solid. We got to see some good rotations, some interesting rotations. Between I'm loving the Obi and Mitch tandem, but I'm also intrigued with the Cat and Yabusele tandem. I thought those guys in the front court did fairly well defensively, and who they pair those guys with, because I think you're going to see those guys playing on the court together, especially as they try to go with true 5-out spacing and things of that nature. Also, Deuce, how the different lineups that they're putting Deuce in to get the most out of him. I think those are going to be two pivotal guys in the rotation, because Clarkson, his minutes may come and go just based on if he's hot or not. And I think that's when you sprinkle in your Brogdon to get a bit more stable. But Deuce and Yabusele, they have to be pretty steady off the bench each night, as one representing the perimeter on both ends and one in the front court. Both those guys got to be pretty solid.
Right, and I think that's where we're going to see a lot of new stuff. I think, in my opinion, the spurts. Like we didn't see a lot of that in the previous system, where we kind of just stuck with the same group of guys for extended periods of time. We will see spurts of certain lineups, whether it's a minute, 2 minute, to just re-energize the entire core. We're getting fresh bodies in, and that's where I think we're going to see the biggest change from the defensive standpoint. Because offensively, we were cooking.
Yeah.
We had cooked all season. It's just people get tired. That's just the name of the game. And we're going to see where Mike Brown starts to put in those odd lineups and people that might not have been known for defense.
Yeah.
We just need 2 minutes of defense for you. We don't need 5, 6, 8, 10 minutes. So I think it's going to help Cat. I think it's going to help JB. And I'm really excited to continue to see more of that. And, hopefully we get to see we can see that in the regular
for
season.
sure. And good call, Christian P in the chat. Rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. And one thing, Al, we really haven't seen Josh Hart.
I was about to say that too.
We haven't seen. Shout out Paul Quick in the chat for also bringing that up. We haven't seen Josh Hart all preseason, damn near. No, and that's going to be a rotation mainstay.
And that's the other thing. You talk about, Deuce, Yabusele having to be constant and steady. Josh Hart's right there too. And we know Hart could be somewhat erratic at times, but he's another guy that can give you steady defensive play, some steady playmaking, rebounding. That's why this is a deep team, man. This is why when we talk about young guys, player development, like we got 10 guys. You bring Brogdon on this team, that's 10 guys right there. Shamit, that's 11.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a deep team. We got a good amount of playmakers now, not to the level of what Jalen Brunson could do with the rock in his hands and how he could break opponents down in isolation, but you're going to have enough playmaking. You're going to have enough three-point shooting. You have enough defenders. You have enough guys who are switchable on this team, and this is going to be a very versatile team. Yes. So moving forward, like defensively, I'm actually not too worried about this team defensively, because that's also something that Mike Brown, throughout his entire coaching career, has emphasized. Didn't have that out in Sacramento, but at all of his stops, defense was a very important, framework of whatever team he was trying to construct. And so for the Knicks, I don't see defense. It comes down to the offense, man. And that's just reps. That's the conditioning. That's, mixing and matching, rotation, seeing what works best. And like we discussed not too long ago, I hope he continues to do this throughout the regular season, because not every team is going to look the same. And so you're going to need different lineups throughout the course of the regular season, and that can get you ready for the postseason. Something that Steve Kerr, Brad Stevens always did was tinkering with lineups and see what works, what has great synergy, because you're going to need those type of, I guess, like disruptors. You're going to need those lineups that are disruptors, where either the opponent's not ready for you from a defensive standpoint or not ready for you from an offensive standpoint. So, it's still early on, but there's a lot to like about this team from a roster construction standpoint and from a philosophical standpoint. It all just needs to come together.
Well said there by you. Shout out to, hang on. Shout out to Michael White, Al. He gives us his choice, his drink of choice. He says, I drank the old E, but I love that cheap wild Irish rose.
Oh, my goodness.
Central State Tea along Everclear. Central State Tea. Oh, my goodness. This guy was playing in that, that little small cabinet in the gas station. He was one of those guys. Let me get one of them. Yeah, he was one of those guys.
You know what it is? It's like, oh, wait, we got PBR over there. No. I want the Rolling Rock.
Yeah. He was on them He was a Bud Ice kind of guy. Michael White was a Bud Ice kind of guy. He was getting after it.
Oh, my.
Irish
Dangerous.
Rose. Man.
Better be careful going down to Fresno now, man. You might be stuck down there. You might be in another state by the time you're done hanging out with Michael White.
He said he's in Frisco, Texas. I never even heard of them. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know what the hell y'all doing over there in no Frisco, damn Texas. Drinking wild Irish rose. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I picture it like it's like the desert, like it's like in Friday Night Lights, you know, when you had Booby Miles and all of them, like Odessa, Permian Panthers, nothing out there, but you just see digging some oil.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Drinking while on the job and nothing going on, man.
Yeah. Man, he's talking Everclear. Oh, man. That's a whole
Everclear.
That's a whole nother story. That's KFTV After Dark. We're headed that way, but we got to get to more callers, man.
Yo, we got 30 minutes before we get to KFTV After Dark. Just hold on, people. Hold on.
Yeah, that is tough. But shout out to Michael White. Okay, let's load up some more people on the Discord. CP and Alex on the ones and twos, man. We here.
I sent you some sound bites, by the way.
Okay, all right. Let's get to it then. Let's get to it. Let me see what we got here. Loading up the sound bite. Preseason edition of the show. Preseason takes. Just having a good time with it, man. Okay.
We got a teammate, Big Daddy G, in the
chat.
Shout
out to G. Shout out to the champ, G. What's good, G?
Shout out to him for getting married. Now he said he's on his honeymoon in Greece right now.
Nice. Shout out to G, man. Congratulations to G. Everybody throw a congratulations to Big Daddy G in the chat. Out in Greece on his honeymoon, man. Salute, man. Salute. Okay. All right, let's see if this volume is good. We got Mike Brown at the podium speaking on Jalen Brunson. You know, there's a lot that has been made about Jalen Brunson. Is cap adjusting? Is he struggling? What is the case? Blah, blah, blah. Let's hear what Mike Brown has to say about the captain, Jalen Brunson. Here we go.
From the outside, it looks like Jalen from the first preseason game to now has really built his understanding of what it is that you're trying to do. Do you agree with that assessment? How have you seen him grow in terms of trying to, I guess, implement what it is that your game plan is on the field?
Yeah, no, he's getting better.
Let me get this volume up. Sometimes, the SNY volume is not the best. Let me get that there. This was a question by Christian Winfield of the Daily News. Here's Mike Brown. Here we go.
How have you seen him grow in terms of trying to, I guess, implement what it is that your game plan is on the field?
Yeah, no, he's getting better. We've kind of, I don't know, we've restricted our guys to doing certain things. We played the entire game out of our read and react early offense. We don't have a single play call in yet. We play off of makes and misses. And, if the team makes, we'll do this. If the team misses, we'll do that. And, we just try to take what the defense gives us. And so it's hard sometimes because sometimes the guys see an advantage or whatever and they want to attack it. But I think if you get great pace, great spacing, you touch the paint, you make quick decisions, you get ball reversals. If you get those things and you know how to play, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to eventually get to a point where it's going to be hard to defend because the defense doesn't know what's coming. And something different's going to come every time. And so, I haven't really let Jalen go yet, but he is because he's trying to do what we're asking him to do, so everybody's on the same page and growing together. But he definitely is getting a feel for it and finding where he could pick his spots, And now our guys just have to get to a point where they understand we want to play fast. And when you play fast, it's a little bit different shot than most other times. And again, I thought we had some great looks. We just didn't knock them down tonight.
The game tells you what to do, Al. Sounds like we heard that before, man. It's Mike Brown on cap.
People thought that Tibbs Fan TV was gone.
Oh, yeah. Thought it was over with? The game tells you what to do. There you go.
What do you think about his comments about Brunson, man, and not letting him go yet?
I think he's covering for him. It takes time. Give him time. I'll give him all year if I have to. I'm not tripping. Cap is cap, man. Because at the end of the day, if whatever they're trying to implement is not working, give him the ball and let him cook. It's still successful, ladies and gentlemen.
We saw that today.
Yeah. We just try to get everybody else involved here right now. Give him the ball. But yeah, no, I think he's given them it's to give him time to get adjusted to what they want from him. He went 4 of 14 from the field today, 1 of 6 from 3, 11 points. It's a preseason, man. It's what it's for.
Yeah, it's to get guys adjusted for sure. And I think to your point, I don't even know. When you say covering for him, are you saying like it's difficult for him?
Not
or
necessarily
saying, hey,
covering, but when he's like, I haven't unleashed him yet. I mean, yeah, I guess to a certain extent he hasn't. But also I think they want him to get adjusted to what they're asking from him.
I mean, it is a big adjustment for him, right? Because if you think about his success, it's always been working in isolation and breaking guys down, right? We saw that in Dallas when he started to go off. We know that he just excelled with that here because that Tibbs allows guys to do that, whatever they're good at. He'll let you go out there and just do it freely. Now it's different, right? Where you got to play in a little bit more. Not saying he wasn't playing in a structured system under Tom Thibodeau, but when you play with an up-tempo pace and there's a greater emphasis on not relying on isolation and making sure that guys are involved, that's a different mindset and that's a different pace, right? And that's a different level of conditioning that you need.
Yeah.
And so I think he will get there. Like, look, you heard Clyde talk about it, and as the caller said, that everyone looks like they're leaner. And you could see that just by that first game in Abu Dhabi. Like, these guys are way leaner, right? And I'm sure when there was discussion like, hey, Mike Brown could be that head coach, and they were saying, hey, this is the direction we are going to go, I'm sure there was inklings like, hell, you got to start training now because the condition that he's going to expect out of you, that's not something that you can just do during training camp. You got to come in ready to run. So these guys look like they're in really good shape to play at that up-tempo pace, but it's just, flipping the mind switch and understanding, like, just, I guess, unlearning whatever habits you were under Tom Thibodeau. So it's going to take time, man. It's going to take time.
Let's get to the phones. India. Let's go to Ashwin. Ashwin, how you doing?
CP, you gotta give me stop giving us PTSD about the Thibs era. Would
Everybody in the
to
chat
quote
was
you,
like,
this is 2025, 2026, and we don't need that reminder again. Okay. So the Brogdon minute, Brogdon minutes, I think those are gonna be limited until playoffs. Because the reason I think Mike is not playing him much because he is already in mid-season form, and we can obviously see that he's like very comfortable with what he's doing. So he does not have to play much in preseason, and they will try to save him till postseason. And Clarkson, obviously, we know, but I think he's gonna be way better than Campaign, obviously.
yes. Yeah.
And it's only up to Mike Brown how much he can control him. And I think it will be fine because I think he's gonna do very well this season. And one more thing I predict is like for first 20, 25 games, the team's shooting percentage will be low because this team, when you are trying to do something new, you have to constantly think about it. And when you are thinking, your shooting is not good. You can't shoot well. So after this team adjusts to the pace that, to the way that Mike Brown wants them to play, then when they get comfortable, when it becomes their instinct, they will start shooting well. But I
Yeah.
expect them to shoot a little bit worse for like first 20, 25 games. And about Brunson, thing is, can't, very few people can see what Brunson is doing. Like when he's told, okay, go score, he is doing it with so much ease. You have no idea what normal people can't see. Like people think SGA is unstoppable. He was unstoppable last year. No, people were afraid to guard him because of the foul calls. You have to watch only people. I don't know how to put this, but very few people can see when he's going only to score how easily he's doing that. You can say it's preseason, but watch how good he is gonna be only when he's trying to score. And when he adjusts, because Brunson evolves very quickly. Like when in the Philly series, first 2 games, he was defended, and then he evolved so fast and figured it out. Every time, everything he has figured out, and he will figure this out. And when he does, like Michael Soto said, I believe last time I believed the Knicks, January Knicks of the Isaiah Hartenstein, Julius Randle before injury. That was the time when I believed, and this is the season when I believe we are
Let's
going
go.
to win it all.
Let's go. So we got two
And
people.
okay, and one last small thing. People, please stop bashing on Kolek. People don't understand what a gift Kolek has. See, I feel I am jealous of Kolek's passing ability because when I played for my college at the point, I had to be very good at scoring to be able to pass because people don't care. If you don't have that gift of passing, you can't do it. It's only a gift that very few people have. So I know he's at a wrong time. He's in wrong place at the wrong time. So people are now bashing on him like we need to get him off. But he's a good kid, and the passing gift, he can be a very good backup point guard, which is the second most needed thing in NBA after wings.
Okay.
Brogdon, Mike Conley, and TJ McConnell. After these three, there are no good backup points guard, and he can be one. So let's stop bashing on the poor kid. That's all.
All right, there we go, man. Ashford from India on the check and rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Let's go to, we lost Zach from LA. Let's go to Tone. Tone on the Discord. Tone, are you there? Tone going once. All right, we'll let Tone go. Figure out his audio. And let's get Zach. Zach, are you there?
Yo, what's good, guys?
Good to go. Good to go. How you feel?
I'm chilling, man. It's been a long summer, right?
Oh,
Lots
yeah.
of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this next season. You know, there's a lot of positives to look forward to. I think we have a really deep team. I think that Mike Brown is going to hopefully unleash an offense that's available to us with Cat and JB and then Bridges and OG and obviously the bench. You know, we have a lot of depth, so I'm hoping we can see what this brings together.
Okay. Appreciate the call, man. Zach
Always.
from LA.
You guys are, speak to you guys later.
Yes, sir. Good to hear from you, man. Zach from LA on the check-in, Al. Any thoughts on any of that, Al? I'm just getting people in and out of the Discord.
I think it's anticipation at this point.
Yeah.
You know, we know what the expectation is for this season, right? And everyone's even talking about it on the broadcast, like made it to the ECF, fired Tom Thibodeau, you bring Mike Brown, you gotta get back to the ECF. We got Ashwin, Michael White talking about we're going to the promised land. Look, man, there's high expectations for this team. There's high expectations, especially with how the East is looking with Celtics and the Pacers taking a back seat based on injuries.
Yeah. What'd you say? What'd they say? Tatum said he's trying to come back. What's going on?
Yeah, Tatum said he's trying to come back.
Doing 360s. He's doing backflips.
My man's out there already shooting. No brace or nothing. Relax, man.
The Tatum PR tour, boy, they trying to keep that brand alive. They said, yo, we got to stay relevant somehow. We got to stay in the conversations, man. We can't just be out rehabbing the Achilles. We got to let people know we're coming back tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is with Tatum, right? I mean, especially if you watch starting five, it was a little dry, man. He's a little bit of a dry personality. All right.
Okay.
When you watch him on the big screen, but everyone who's close to him says he's a cool guy. All that, not doubting that whatsoever. But this is an opportunity to improve the brand, liven yourself up a little bit. So
yeah, man.
Doing that PR tour.
Man, the PR tour is heavy right now with this
guy.
Bro,
what was it like? He was on ESPN and one day he was on ESPN. He was out here on like all the local networks. He was all over the place.
Yeah, man. Well, good for him. I mean, on a personal level, I mean, it must be a very difficult journey to get back from an injury like this. But at the same time, man, I mean, modern medicine, like, medical science, these guys are out of walking boots and dribbling within a couple months. So
this is crazy, man. You're watching people got injured.
Yeah,
out here doing regular drills.
Crazy stuff, man. But yeah, good for him, man. Good for him that he's feeling at least mentally a little bit stable. So there you go. All right, well, good for him. Good for him. Take your time. Okay, Tone on the Discord. Tone, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Man, that's a great win. I think I'm probably by myself, but I want Gary Bird, man. I like Gary Bird. Gary Bird, he growing on me, man.
Yo, Gary Bird needs a spot, man.
Man, it might be Brogdon and Gary Bird, man. I like Gary Bird, man. His shot is good, man.
His shot is money, bro. Gary Bird's shot is money.
Yeah, but I like how the team looks, man. We running, we playing defense. Everybody looks happy. I ain't like that Tibbs with Minnesota thing, man. I was happy we beat them, man. Don't do that, Tibbs. Come on,
Tibbs pulled up to training camp to get to who knows what he was doing there.
I was like, come on, Tibbs, you never come outside like that. Come on, man. Yeah. Don't be doing that, man. But I knew what it was. But they all good. But this is our year, man. This is our year. I don't see nobody in our way. Tatum with all that stuff. Tatum need to sit down, bro. Like, besides the Knicks, I like Tatum. He's like one of my favorite players right now, but he got to sit down. Like,
that's number 3.
You doing a dunk, 2-hand dunks. Like, bro, sit down before you get re-injured.
Yeah.
Celtics ain't do nothing this year anyway. Y'all whole team broke up.
He's trying to stay keep the brand sharp. Don't forget about me, man.
Man, but yeah, we got him, man. The Hawks, I'm not worrying about them. I'm not worried about Pistons. Not worried about none of the other teams, man. We got this, man. And stop all that Giannis talk too. That Giannis talk dead, man. He had his chance to come. He could have said something earlier, man. He ain't say nothing then, so it's over with. Now you got to go and suffer over there in Milwaukee.
Yeah, there you go,
Knicks in 2026, man. That's it.
Let's go. Tone on the check-in. Rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. That's 3 people, man. Said this is all year, man. It's all time. NSB Corey. I'll mute your mic.
Yo.
Yo, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, man. Good. Can't complain. What's good, CP? What's good, Alex?
Good, man. Giants win. Knicks win.
Yeah.
We good.
Nothing but the best, right?
Yeah.
Giants
beat the Eagles. Not just a win. They beat the Eagles.
Listen, man, that's enough, right?
Yeah.
Just to get that in the regular season, man.
100%.
But, on a good note tonight, I felt like it was like the start of the season, man. I had my TV ready, had my lights flashing. I was ready to go today, man. Like, I can't complain about this team. The defense looks stout, Looking at the defense, rotations, guys are passing up. We got new schemes. You could tell they running. Just looks overall like a revamped system, and these guys look energized. And that's, something that you can only hope for to continue throughout the rest of the season. But, to kill a Minnesota team or to come back like that after they just dropped 134 points, keep them under 100 roughly, that's pretty good, especially in the preseason when guys are still, trying to get their legs, but they're playing pretty hard. So
yeah, I thought both teams went pretty hard, especially on the defensive end for sure.
Yeah, man, it was beautiful to see though. Like especially with the offense getting the ball up fast, Jordan Clarkson. I don't know, man. You gotta have to rein in some of those shots. DC got the aura, man.
They said the Clarkson experience is a little too much, even in the preseason.
I don't know if you see 2K, man, but some of these guys be playing like they in the game, man.
Yeah, well, hey, we have watched this guy for quite some time in his career against the Knicks.
I'll say this, right? Yeah. If he could scratch like 3 to 4 of those shots and just be that playmaker, good scorer sometimes, because he makes good decisions when he passes the ball, which is crazy. Like, he found Brogdon for that dime, then he threw it to Huck Porty, for the good dump down, the paint for that dunk. It looked good. And Huck Porty, man, I'm not going to lie. Deuce, Huck Porty off the bench, especially if you keep that guy in the rotation a little bit, throw him in there, give Mitch some breaks every now and again, it's going to look good. Yeah. Like, we got a pretty good team with some pretty good depth this year. So, I see a lot of teams got some young talent, some good scoring. But listen, man, we got defense. We got continuity. We got guys who can get buckets. It's no reason why it can't be our year. So, like everybody else has been saying, man, we primed. So, you just got to push them forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, rate that take in the chat, man. NSB Corey. There's another guy out. We're going for it.
All right, y'all. Take it easy, man.
Let's go, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Han Solo coming through 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. The thing with Clarkson, it's a reprogramming thing. He needs time to understand this ain't Utah. We actually got to make winning plays here. This ain't
you can't just chuck.
You can't just chuck your way out. You're trying to actually stay here. You know what I'm saying? It takes him some time, man. He's been losing for years and years and years. It's gonna take him some time to understand, like, all right, it's okay. I can let go of the ball. I'll get it back. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
Yeah, man. I mean, think about it. You're out in Utah and you got to share the rock with Colin Sexton. You don't know if you're getting that rock back.
You don't know it's coming back. You don't know what's going on. So it's a reprogramming thing. We got to give Clarkson some time, man.
Everyone's getting reprogrammed on this team, man. Everyone's got to contribute.
Yeah. I just laugh when I see him on the court because I'm like, yep. I already know what the reaction is going to be.
The reckless abandonment, man. It is just through the roof. They need that in like the 2K, percentage. It would be at 1,000. It'd be maxed out. All right. Aura, nonchalant, reckless abandon. Max it all out for Jordan Clarkson, man.
The Knicks fan in 5 says, bro chucked up 3 bad shots in a row. Wide open shooters everywhere. He's like, let me take a floater over 3 guys. Oh man, it's preseason, man. Like I just watch with a smile on my face. That's all I can do. You know, that's all.
You're getting your pacemaker ready. I know.
I'm getting it ready. I'm getting it ready, man. Knicks Fix, close us out. Knicks Fix, how you feel?
CP Alex, what up, bros? I'm back, yo.
How you doing, man? Good to hear from you, man.
What up?
Yo, what up, fellas, man? All right, I kept, first thing first, I watched every single show this offseason, man. Thank you for holding it down, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We didn't skip a beat.
I was trying to hold my blood pressure down, but we back, bro. Yo, so I'm working in the ED tonight, and I turned the game on. Had the game on my phone, so I turned it on beginning of the third quarter, and I watched the preseason games, dude. Yo, I'm gonna say it right now, 60 wins, bro. 60. I'm saying, you remember last year? Remember last year I called in and I was like, the game passed Thibodeau by. Remember?
Yeah.
This team looks crazy, bro. Mikhail and OG, bro. They're flying out to the corners. If you got two guys in one space, you got a guy 45-degree cutting across the lane, and then you're running like nonstop ball action. Pause. Oh my god, yo.
You so hype in the emergency room, you might lose some people, man. Make sure we keep some people healthy in there, alive tonight. Make sure you keep them alive tonight, man.
Bro, my blood pressure went all the way back up. I'm like, this team winning 60 games. This is the year we winning the chip. We are winning the chip, man. This is it, bro. Kolek had a jumper there all of a sudden. I'm like, all right, maybe he might not get part of the deal, like a trade package.
He's still packing his bags, man. Don't worry about it. It's nice. It was a nice jumper, though. He's still packing.
But let me ask you guys something, bro. Yeah. Like, what you think about Mikhail? Because I think of all the people that benefited from Mike Brown is Mikhail. Like, that dude looked he looked like Phoenix Mikhail again.
Yeah, just looking more comfortable right now, man. I love how Mikal Bridges is looking, man. I love how he's looking right now.
And the thing is, like, Yabu thick, pause. So that dude be like boxing up, getting rebounds, man. I'll take it. But 60 wins this year. What are we doing for opening night?
Opening night, Slate. We'll be at Slate, man. Knicks versus Cavs watch party. We'll be at Slate for Knicks versus Celtics. So we'll be there Wednesday the 22nd. We'll be there Friday the 24th, and then we head down to Miami on the 26th, man. That's how we start.
All right, man.
That's how we starting the year off, man.
I'm going to see you fellas at Slate. Tomorrow you said you're going to have Alan Hahn on, right?
Yes, Han Solo, 11:30 a.m. early start time. And Solo, he got 5 jobs a day, so he just gracious enough to squeeze it in. Yeah.
CP, you taking calls on that one?
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I'm going to call him because I look at the show, I'm like, he calling himself the Knicks Fix. I was like, hey, yo, man, hold up.
Yeah. Nah, 100%, man. Yeah, we'll be taking calls. I mean, time permitting, but my goal is to get through a show where we can get you guys in at near the end of the show for sure.
11:30 for sure. I'm going to wake up. And then the last thing, bro, check on Scatterboo and Jackson Dart because them dudes is concussed. Highly concussed.
Yeah. Take
it easy.
They turned it up. Yeah, man. Get back to the patients, man. We want to make sure people go home alive tonight. All right.
Later, fellas. Have a good one, bro.
Knicks Fix checking in from the ER, Al. From the ER.
He is in the emergency department right now. He said, "Hold on, I'm going to throw the game on.
Yeah.
Go call it a KTV."
Yeah. This is why when you go to the emergency room, you're there waiting for 5 hours.
Him and Carlo from the Philippines.
Imagine that.
You're wondering, Knicks Fix and Carl from the Philippines, doctors out here, tuning in.
Imagine that. Go figure. You go to the emergency room and you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. This is what goes on in an emergency room, folks.
You get there at 3. The doctor will see you now after you've been sitting for 30 minutes. Now they got to wait another 30 minutes while you're sitting in the room pondering life. Next thing, someone opens the door and you're like, whoa, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, I'm here for the doctor.
Yeah. That's how it goes down in the emergency room, man. So shout out to the Knicks Fix.
I love how
saving lives.
I love how the Knicks Fix said, Mikal sounds like energized. The entire fan base who's calling in sounds re-energized, man. We get a new head coach, get a deeper team. Everyone's happy. Everyone's ecstatic.
Yeah, we just had 5 callers say we winning it all.
Yeah, man.
Different day. Absolutely different day and age, man.
Mike Brown not only reinvigorating the team, but the fan base.
Yeah.
One fan at a time.
For sure. So to everybody in the chat. Where's everybody checking in from, man? Throw your cities, throw your state, your countries in the chat. Let us know. We shout you guys out. Throw a hashtag new in the chat if you guys are new. 1,100 people on the check-in. As we said, couple of things to note on your calendar, and hopefully you guys got your Knicks schedule digital calendar. You would have gotten a notification that you had a game tonight with the link to postgame. If you need a digital calendar, let us know in the comment section, and we got you. But as Knicks Fix said, as we said, Alan Hahn coming through on Friday, 11:30 a.m. Let's make sure we got a pack house and call in if you guys want to talk to Solo. And then our KFTV Miami Road Warriors. The first Road Warrior trip is going to be Sunday, October 26th in Miami, 305. The meetup will be at Black Market Bayside, which is by the Casilla Center, 2 p.m. sharp. Get there early because not only is it a football Sunday, it is also the Heat home opener. And even though they don't got fans like us, it could get a little bit more busy than usual. So we want everybody, as many of us there as possible. We know that when we come there, even on a regular day, we pack the place out. So take all that into consideration and make sure that you guys are getting there early, 2 p.m. Eastern time, down in Miami, Sunday, October 26th. Sunday, October 26th. KFTV is back in the 305. All right, Al. Oh, okay. I see you sent me a couple things. Okay. I see you sent me a couple things.
If you want some comedy for your Giants win, Ian Begley doing the Lord's work, asking Jalen Brunson a good question about tonight's game.
Let's go. Hang on, man. I got to get to that one first. Hang on. No, actually, let's get to his thoughts on the offense first. Here's Cap after the game, because I was just about to add him, too, on this game. Hang on. Shout out to Ian Begley. Okay. Let me pull up the captain, Jalen Brunson. I'm trying to get to this. Hang on. So it's everybody in the chat. Okay, here we go. Here's the captain on the new offense and his adjustment. Here we go.
Are you kind of getting a feel for the system without plays?
See if we need it up. Oh, we got up the volume. Hang on. This was from Steve Popper asking Jalen Brunson. Steve Popper, Newsday, asking Jalen Brunson about the offense. Here we go.
Are you kind of getting a feel for the system without plays?
Yeah, it's what we're working on right now is just like the basics of our offense and everything. It's going to take time. It's not always going to be perfect, but it's all about how we continue to trust it and continue to learn it. And when things aren't going well, are we going to revert to who we were in the past, or we can continue to get better with everything that's new to us? So we've got to continue to trust it.
All right, so Cap preaching trust and patience. Okay, good answers there by Cap. And we will do that. Okay, now here was Ian Begley on the most important questions. Here we go.
Thanks, Jalen.
Hang on. We got to make sure we get this going here. There we go.
Thanks, Jalen.
Jalen, I forgot to play Jackson
All right, so there you go. The captain of the New York Knicks speechless after the Giants laid the smackdown on the Philadelphia Eagles at the Meadowlands, restoring order in the NFC East. The youth. Cam Wham Scatterboo, Al. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, those are some names you got on the Giants.
Proud of those
Dart,
boys, man.
Scatterboo.
Proud of those boys, man. Proud of them. Great effort tonight, man, especially after last week, you know? And I like that. I like that last week. They had all the turnovers. I was like, that's good. That's good for two young prospects. They really were impacted by those turnovers. They held themselves accountable, and they came out with monster games tonight. Short rest against the champs at home. Doesn't get any bigger than that. You got to big up the Giants tonight, man. Got to big them up. Absolutely.
Man. Must be nice to have a team that wins. I have no idea what that's like.
It's all right, man. You know,
it's not all right, CP.
It ain't pretty, but
it
it's
is
true,
not all
man.
right. Okay. I saw a reel out there on IG where it's like, what was it? Oh, we suck again. And then it's like, oh, we win 10-6 with Fitzmagic, and we still missed the playoffs, and now we still suck.
Yeah. There it is.
Tough life out here, man.
Yeah.
Tough life. We got no secondary. All right. We only got one wide receiver and a running back.
That's it.
And I'm watching Nick Folk out here, who's returned, like he came back off the couch.
Folk Hero came back?
Yes, man.
Damn.
Bro.
Things are looking up for you guys.
Did you see how he looks? That stomach's hanging out.
No way. Folk Hero came back with a beer belly.
My man looks like he just came off the couch eating some Cheetos, watching Preseason. And we're like, yo, we need a kicker. We went back to this guy.
Folk Hero. My goodness.
We are down in the dumps, Gangrene. We are down in the dumps. This is why my guy Jake is constantly losing it every weekend.
Yeah.
Got Joe Beningo on his shows, man. Regular.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Anyway, man, good show, man. We'll catch up for the next one. Remember, Han Solo coming through Friday, 11:30 a.m. Looking forward to it. Salute to the replay gang. Remember that these shows are available in all audio podcast formats, so no reason to miss it. You can catch us literally everywhere. Al, great show, man.
Right back at you, bro.
Great show, man. Let me make sure we didn't miss a super chat. I think a super had come in. And, okay, let's shout out to this guy. Let's shout out to the man. He dropped some paper here. Shout out to Wazar Q. $5 super chat. He says, I may be late, but the game will tell you what to do, read and react. Not a single play called in the preseason so far. Let's go, Knicks. Yeah, it's all vanilla stuff, you know? It's all vanilla stuff. Anyway, man, I got to get some rest so I can recharge for tomorrow, man. Basically, another 12 hours. We back at it. Enjoy the Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Have a productive weekend. We out of here. Al, great show. We out of here, man. Peace.